the key differences between covert and overt narcissism. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of narcissism. In today's world, it's not uncommon to come across people who are obsessed with themselves. From posting endless selfies to constantly seeking validation from others, these individuals exhibit traits of narcissism. In the age of social media, it's become almost normal to constantly post about ourselves, our achievements, and our appearances. But what may seem like harmless self-promotion can actually be a sign of narcissistic behavior. Did you know that narcissism can manifest in two very distinct ways? Have you ever heard of covert narcissism versus overt narcissism? If not, buckle up because we're about to uncover some eye-opening insights that you won't want to miss. Welcome to our video. I'm your host, Maggie, and today we'll be diving into the world of narcissism. In this video, we'll explore the key differences between these two types of narcissism, covert narcissism versus overt narcissism, and how they can impact our relationships and interactions with others. Narcissism is a personality disorder that involves an excessive sense of self-importance, a craving for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. However, there are two distinct types of narcissism, covert and overt. Definition of narcissism. First off, let's set the stage. Narcissism, at its core, is a personality trait characterized by grandiosity, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy. It's all about putting oneself above others. But how does this behavior manifest differently in covert and overt narcissists? Picture this: two individuals, both exhibiting narcissistic traits, but in completely different ways. It's like a covert operation versus a flashy performance. Intriguing, isn't it? So let's break it down. In the case of covert narcissism, individuals may not display obvious signs of grandiosity or excessive self-importance. They may appear shy, introverted, or even insecure on the surface, but underneath they have a strong sense of entitlement and a need for admiration. Exploring covert narcissism. Covert narcissists are like hidden gems in the world of narcissism and are more subtle and harder to identify. They may appear shy, insecure, or even self-effacing. They have an inflated sense of self-importance, but they keep it hidden behind a facade of humility or vulnerability. They operate under the radar, subtly manipulating, and seeking attention and admiration through indirect means, such as passive-aggressive behavior or guilt-tripping. You might not even realize you're dealing with a covert narcissist at first glance. They're masters of disguise, blending into the background while still pulling the strings behind the scenes. Covert narcissists often tend to be highly sensitive and may use tactics like manipulation, playing the victim, or emotional blackmail to get what they want. They are often dependent on others to boost their self-esteem and may be prone to depression or anxiety. They may criticize or undermine others, often in a veiled or manipulative way. Identifying overt narcissism. Now, on the flip side, we have overt narcissists. Overt narcissists are easy to spot. You can spot them from a mile away. Overt narcissists are more openly grandiose, loud, boastful, and often arrogant, and may display their sense of superiority and entitlement. They have an inflated sense of self and believe that they are special and deserving of admiration and attention from others, but a lack of empathy eventually shows through. They crave spotlight and praise and can become hostile or aggressive if they don't get it. Covert narcissists have no qualms about showing off their superiority. It's like they have a neon sign above their heads that screams, "Look at me." Covert narcissists can often come across as charismatic and charming, but underneath their self-absorbed demeanor, they lack empathy and may use others to fulfill their own needs. While both types of narcissism may seem very different, they share some common traits, such as a lack of empathy, a need for admiration and validation, and a tendency to manipulate others. Key differences between the two. So what are the key differences between covert and overt narcissism? While both types share similar traits, such as a sense of entitlement and a lack of empathy, their methods of manipulation and self-aggrandizement differ significantly. Covert narcissists prefer subtle tactics like guilt-tripping and playing the victim, whereas overt narcissists go for the direct approach, showering themselves with praise and seeking constant admiration. Self-presentation. Overt narcissists are loud and attention-seeking, while covert narcissists are more subtle and reserved. Method of admiration. Overt narcissists demand admiration directly, while covert narcissists seek it indirectly. Perception. Overt narcissists are often seen as arrogant and egotistical, while covert narcissists may be perceived as insecure or needy. Social impact. Overt narcissists alienate people with their grandiose behavior, while covert narcissists maintain relationships through manipulation and deceit. Understanding the impact. The effects of covert and overt narcissism can be equally damaging, albeit in different ways. Covert narcissists may leave you feeling confused and emotionally drained, while overt narcissists can bulldoze over your boundaries and leave you questioning your self-worth. It's crucial to recognize these behaviors early on to protect yourself from their toxic influence. So, the next time you come across someone who seems obsessed with themselves, or if you suspect that you or someone you know may be exhibiting signs of covert or overt narcissism, seeking therapy or counseling can help understand and manage these behaviors. Remember that there may be more to their behavior than meets the eye. Covert and overt narcissism are two distinct presentations of the same personality disorder. While overt narcissists are easy to spot, covert narcissists can be much harder to recognize. Understanding the differences between these two types is crucial for people who interact with them, as their manipulative and self-centered behavior can hurt relationships and well-being. And there you have it, the intriguing world of covert narcissism versus overt narcissism. Next time you encounter or believe you may be involved with someone who has narcissistic traits, take a closer look to see which category they fall into. Understanding these distinctions can help you navigate relationships more effectively and safeguard your mental well-being. It is important to seek professional help to understand the situation and protect your emotional health. Thank you for watching our video on covert narcissism versus overt narcissism. If you found this video informative, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more captivating content.